Can you walk us through the toughest moments in your experience as a YouTube creator?
The hardest parts, I think, was that period of time between 2020 and 2022 when my channel wasn't growing. I got a lot of backlash and a lot of people really upset with, just the way that I handled a couple of situations. That was really hard because it's hard to take criticism and recognize when you made a mistake. It can be very painful. And I have something called rejection sensitive dysphoria, which intensifies any kind of rejection more than the typical person. My audience is very politically left-leaning. One of the things that really got me was there was a video that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who is a senator, had put up with Vanity Fair, I want to say, some publication where I can't remember where, but she did her makeup routine and was talking about some political issues. I just need to, do something quick and get out of here because I'm going on vacation. I was like, I'll just recreate, AOC's makeup routine, no big deal or whatever. So I sat down and I didn't necessarily have all the right products or whatever, but I was just like, just throw this up. It's not a big deal. And I was like, well, I don't really want to look like an AOC fangirl because I loved her. So I don't want to look like a fangirl. So I got to have some kind of criticism, some kind of pushback here on something, I want to look nice and fair and balanced. So I was confused about some things that she said and some terms that she used. Really? And I pushed back a little bit on it. And, I edited the video, I uploaded it, and I left for my camping trip. And then I realized that, I was very loud and wrong a couple of times in the things that I had said in the video, and I didn't use the exact products that she had said. And my audience was really upset with me, really, really upset with me. It just turned into a huge mess, but it was my fault because I was rushing and it just wasn't a carefully done video. So I ended up uploading an apology video that also went over. It was a quick live stream that went over very poorly. I ended up getting rid of that because it just wasn't none of it was a good representation of who I want people to know. None of it was good. So I lost a ton of followers and it was horrible on my end because I was dealing with that rejection sensitive dysphoria and it was a really, really tough time. It was a really tough time. But that being said, what I got out of that was a huge understanding of what it's like to be canceled, the positive that can come out of it, because that gave me the opportunity to learn about myself and my rejection sensitive dysphoria and how I can deal with that better in the future. And also listen to what they were saying and educate myself on what I had gotten wrong and why people were so upset. So it gave me that opportunity to learn and grow.
I feel like at some point, a lot of YouTube creators experience this idea of being canceled. Mm-hmm. How did you recover from that? Because a lot of people they'll go away. They'll stop posting. Maybe they'll take a break, 3 months, 6 months. But you kept going, still creating content while you said people were talking about you or you were losing subscribers. So how were you able to continue moving on as that was happening?
Yeah. I mean, I really just had to put my big girl panties on and keep going because it's my full-time job. If I don't upload, I don't get paid and I have bills to pay. That's what it came down to. Is I just have to keep going. What's the other option? The other option is to go back to being a public school teacher. And that had its own issues and things that I didn't enjoy. And I knew it was even worse. The things that I didn't like about being a public school teacher, I knew were even worse now. So it was definitely not something that I wanted to do. So I just had to push through it. I didn't have a choice because I had bills to pay.